to Tom's Life. Today's Sunday special is prawn and green bean stew. The ingredients you need is 2 packs of raw prawns, green beans, new potatoes, 1 onion, garlic, fresh chives, salt and ground black pepper, olive oil, 1 tin of plum tomatoes and 1 tin of chopped and dill. So first up, we're going to prep all our ingredients. I'm going to start off with the onion. So first up, we're going to prep our onion. You first want to chop your ends off. I like to flatten it so it's more easy to chop. Then you're going to chop it down the middle. Then you put one to one side. Then you're going to trim your other ends. And then you'll peel 2 layers of the skin off. And then you'll finally dice this into little pieces. So once you have peeled your onion, you first want to slice it not all the way through, moving your fingers out the way. You turn it back around, and you want to slice it into little pieces. Then you bring it back all together. If it hasn't gone all the way through with your knife, you want nice little pieces. And then what you do is you get your bowl, and you'll finish off doing the rest of your onion. So next up, you're going to prep your garlic. You first want to trim your ends. You'll need 2 garlic cloves. You're going to trim them and then peel all the skin off. Then you'll finally dice them into little pieces. And you'll place that in with your onion. So you're just getting all the skin off. Will just take a minute. Just like that. So next up, you're going to get your knife and place it on top of your garlic. You want to press down, and then you want to slice it into little pieces. Always remember to move your fingers out the way. It's up to you how fine you want to go. Then you just give it another chop like that. Then you get your onion, and you place all your pieces of garlic in. And then you'll do the same with your other garlic clove. So next step, you're going to get your green beans. And what you want to do is you just want to trim your ends. Just like that. And you keep them whole, like that. You get a little bowl and you place them in. So I just showed you that again. You get a few together. So it's easy to chop, so you're not wasting. You're not doing it one by one, so you're doing it a few at a time. And you're just giving them a little trim, even side, where the stalks are. And then you place them in your bowl with the rest of your green beans. And you keep doing it till you trim all your green beans. These will be for your dish. So next step, you're going to get some new potatoes and you're going to chop them down the middle. And you just want to chop them again in half and into 4 pieces like that. So you just keep chopping them into 4. I'll show you again. So you chop them in half. Because they're new potatoes, they won't take long when we put them in the pan, and they will steam. So you're just chopping them into 4 medium-sized pieces, so they all can cook the same size. They can all cook the same time because they'll be all chopped the same size. And then it's up to you how much potatoes you want to use. Maybe about 1/3 of a bag. Depends how many you're making it for. You want enough so you can see the potatoes in your stew. So next step, you want to prep your chives. You get a little small bunch And what you want to do is you want to slice them into little pieces. Just like that. You bring them back together and just give them one final chop. So they're nice and fine. Then you get a little bowl. You place all your chives in. And then you do the same with your dill. Now you want to prep your dill. You just want to trim off the leaves off your stalks. And then you'll finally slice this. So what you're doing is you're getting some of your dill. And you're just picking all the leaves off the stalks. You can use all the stalks for a nice, if you're making a broth or a soup. But today we just want the leaves. So you're just going to take all the leaves off the stalks and then give it a finely chop and then place it in with your chives, and then you'll place your chives and dill at the end to give flavour. So once you have picked all your leaves, your dill off your leaves, your stalks, you want to first slice it nice and fine, just like that. Then you bring it back together into one bunch again, and then you want to chop it one more time till it's nicely fine. So this is your dill. You've got nice little pieces of dill. You're now going to get your bowl with your chives and you place them in. So what we've got in here is our dill and chives, and you'll place them in at the end. So next step, you're going to switch on your hob. You want to set it to high. Just like that. You get the pan, you place that on the ring, and then you'll put some olive oil in your pan and start frying your prawns. Now you want to put some olive oil in your pan. So you now want to put some olive oil in, and then you want to get your wooden spoon and just give that a stir around so your pan doesn't stick. And once it's nice and hot, you'll start frying your prawns. Now you want to get all your prawns. You place them in your pan with your oil. And what you do is you've drained off most of the water and you put them in a bowl. And what you want to do is you want to start stirring them in the oil so they go nice and golden. And then you add in your onion and garlic in a few minutes. These are raw prawns. So you're just stirring them for a few minutes. And then you'll add in all your onion and garlic to give flavour to the pan. So as you can see, our prawns are nicely cooking. This will be a one-pot dish today. And if you've got anyone who's a pescatarian, this will be a great dish for them. So what you're going to do now is you're going to get all your onion and garlic. So you're going to get all your onion and garlic. You're going to place them in, let them sit down and give some flavour to your prawns. And then you add in your green beans and your new potatoes and herbs, tin tomatoes, your two different tins of tomatoes and some seasoning. And then you put the lid on, let it cook your vegetables and your sauce. Now you want to add in your new potatoes into your pan. Give this a little bit of a stir in so they can start to get some colour on them. And you're also going to add in your green beans. So we're adding in our vegetables now. So so they can cook from the steam. Start cooking from the steam so they can go nice and soften. So we start cooking them from the steam from the bottom, and then when we place the lid on at the end, they will steam from the top, and all the juices and oil will start to let them cook. So you want to give this a little bit of a stir for a few minutes before you add in your chopped tomatoes and your plum tomatoes. You want to add in your chopped tomatoes. And you're also going to add in your plum. They will break down and make a bit of a sauce. So you're just giving them a good stir in. You want them to break down from the steam. And we started cooking our potatoes and green beans. We'll finish off cooking them when we put the lid on from the steam. But you just want to break down your plum tomatoes using the back of the wooden spoon and giving it a good stir in. Just be careful it doesn't splash at you. You still might have it on high. And then before you place the lid on to let your vegetables finish off cooking from the steam and letting your sauce thicken, you add in your fresh herbs, a little bit of salt and ground black pepper, the seasoning. Now you've given your chopped tomatoes a good stir and chopped down. You want to get in all your herbs, your dill and your chives. You're giving that a good stir in so that can give flavour to your pan. And in a minute, before you put the lid on, you add in a good ground of salt and ground black pepper to season. And then you'll put the lid on. You'll lower this to medium and you'll let your new potatoes and green beans cook from the steam for 5 to 10 minutes and let your sauce thicken. So you now want to add in some seasoning, starting off with some ground black pepper. And a little bit of ground salt. Shake that off all your hands. You give this one final stir so it's nicely stirred in well, your seasoning. Now you're going to take out your wooden spoon. You're going to get your lid and place it on. And you want to lower it to medium. And you want to keep an eye on that for 5 to 10 minutes. So your new potatoes and green beans can finish off cooking and your sauce can thicken. So this is how you make my prawn and green bean stew. I hope you like this. Don't forget to hit the like button, share and subscribe, and thank you.